So today we're going to see a different scenario that mixes the complete configuration of business process steps as well as conditions, and also a kind of transaction, okay, in learning area. How you can perform few core learning transactions we'll be learning today, which would be a little interesting. So what our target for today is, we will create 3 courses, okay. Three courses we'll create. One will create with enrollment, without enrollment. We'll create with enrollment and business process without approval. When employee tries to enroll, there should not be any approval step. Okay. Second course with enrollment, with approval. Employee tries to enroll, there should be approval to manager. Third thing is with enrollment, with conditional approval. Course is attached with, or course is cost affected. Employee tries to enroll, only cost associated will go for approval. So these two are combined case where we'll be configuring approval, with condition. Okay, so not all the approvals will go for manager, only when course is cost associated it will go for an approval. Okay. These are the 3 scenarios that we'll be doing, and we'll be understanding how it works. Okay, during this transaction, what we are learning how business process can be executed in different ways, with condition, without condition, with just a business process step, without condition. And also we are learning how to create a course in Workday Learning, regular course, and how to make that course as cost associated. Okay, these are the scenarios we'll be learning today, and we'll be seeing how it works. Clear with this? So in Workday, as I said, we have a learning module, and in learning, we'll be creating multiple courses. Okay, generally courses are 2 types. Courses are 2 types. One is blended course, the other one is digital course. Okay, blended course is nothing but when there is a classroom training, when in-person training is there, we'll be creating a blended course. Employee and instructor must be in person to be available in a classroom, and those courses will be named as blended courses. And the other one is digital course. Okay, digital course is nothing but a kind of virtual course, okay, online course where you can take through Zoom, through WebEx, through Teams, through any channel, you can take these kind of courses. Digital course are nothing but virtual courses, and blended course are nothing but classroom courses. Okay. So I'm creating one digital course. And in Workday, when we create a course, that course must be under one topic. Okay, topic is nothing but a kind of umbrella that will be holding courses. Okay, be it blended course, be it digital course, that course must be under one topic. Okay, without topic, you cannot create a course. So there should be in a topic, and the topic will be holding courses. Okay, let's say if you are creating compliance courses like code of conduct, anti-corruption policy, anti-money laundering policy, sexual harassment, all these are compliance courses. Okay, so generally those will be, there will be a topic called legal ethics, kind of ethics compliance kind of topic, under which we'll be assigning all these courses what we create under compliance. If you are creating workday reporting, workday HR, workday integrations, these are something related to HRIS information system. So there will be a topic called HRIS, under which multiple courses related to that will be under this. If there is something related to benefits, okay, there will be a benefit topic. If there is something related to recruiting, there will be something related to recruiting topic. So topic is nothing but which will be holding courses. Okay. So since we are actually creating one course, I'll pick any of the topic that is already there in the system, something related to Workday. I'll select security category. Okay, you can actually restrict course based on security. If you wanted to have this course to be accessed by only few people in that security group, you can actually configure that security. Let's say HR administrator is there. Okay, if people who are under that HR administrator security group are only allowed to take this course, are only allowed to view this course in Workday, then you'll give that security here. When you get a kind of requirement from learning team, they'll ask this course is restricted to benefits team, this course is restricted to Workday team, kind of requirement you'll be getting. So whatever security group that those teams are under, you'll be giving that security group here, so that only those team members will be able to access this course. And you can also, if you don't want the course that you're actually creating should not populate in the search bar. Okay, so you can actually select this. So if you select this one, this course will not be populated in the search learning search report. Okay, which we'll be seeing after we create this course. These are optional. And just that screen has got into Zoom mode. I'm re-entering the data. So here, if course is required for any enrollment, okay, only through enrollment, employee should take the course. Without enrollment, employee should not take the course. If there is a such kind of requirement, you'll be checking this checkbox called requires enrollment. Okay. Most of the courses that we create in Workday requires enrollment, so that learning administrator will be tracking who have enrolled into the course, who have not enrolled into the course. They'll be able to track and they'll be able to follow up with employees. So every course that we create requires an enrollment. When you actually check this check the, sorry check this checkbox, you'll be getting enrollment option to get into the course. If you're not checking, you'll not get that option. Okay, so we require enrollment because our business process, whatever we are testing, is under enrollment. That is the reason why we are checking this checkbox. Screen is like this. If it is 1 hour, we'll give duration as 1 hour. The screen is not going down. Yeah, I'm not using my external monitor. That's the reason why. Seeing little screen. So if you wanted to have the course to be expired after a certain time, you can actually define the duration or date when you wanted to have this course to expire. For now, we are not worried on the expiration. I'm just keeping like that. So whenever you are creating a course, if it is a digital course, there must be a kind of lesson that you need to actually attach. Okay. Uh, if you're actually creating external content, okay, so like Zoom link or WebEx link that you can attach here, so that employees can actually go to that link and view that one. If there is a video that employees needs to actually view when they are actually attending the course, you need to select the media and it will ask you to attach the video file in a Chrome format what Workday will accept. Okay. So this content will be provided by third party or learning team will be providing for you. Okay. So for now, since we don't have any attachment of video, what I'll do is I'll just take as external content. So generally, external content will actually gives you URL. If it is WebEx, if it is Zoom, to attend the course, you'll be getting that URL here. Through this URL, you can actually attend this course. For now, I'll just give. I'm just giving a random URL. There is no specification for this one. Is asking for HTTPS protocol. Okay. Okay, what next? So we have created one course called Workday Learning. Workday Learning BP. Okay, so we'll actually note this course so that when we'll access the report, we can actually check this one. This is for first case. Okay. So the learning review would be our first course. And the second one is we need to test another course which would be requiring an approval. Okay, similar course, we'll be creating one more. And then the third one will be creating the cost one. So what would be the denotation for a digital course? It actually requires the kind of webinar with through URLs or through virtual videos. We have created two courses which can be used for our test case too. This is for second case too. Okay. Now the third one is we need to have the course that is attached with cost. Okay. So whatever we are creating now, we'll make that course as chargeable. Okay. So now our course must be attached with cost. Okay. So now we wanted to make our course as cost. Okay, come down, you'll be seeing components, units, costs. If you actually come here and actually add cost to your course so that this course will be chargeable. Okay. So I've already created this revenue, so which actually finance team will be creating these revenue items to actually what would be the cost of that particular revenue and all. So we'll be picking that, and automatically whatever amount has got added, that will be populating here. So this course is chargeable for $100 now. Since we are creating a digital course, there must be these are mandatory when you're actually creating a digital course, either through the virtual URL you need to share, or your video link you need to share, or a kind of survey URL that you need to share. Okay, so now we have 3 courses that we have created. Okay. So now third course. Now, how to access the courses that we create, how employee will be accessing these courses is, since we have created 3 courses, since we have not restricted any security to access, learning. So we created 3 courses. Now we're trying to find these courses from the search bar, how those courses will be populated. So employee can go and browse learning courses that are created as how we are created, right? Similarly, learning courses will be created and employee can search from this search list. Okay. So what we created, learning. Okay. So these are the 3 courses that we have created. The first one, second one, and third one. Okay. So now the first we'll see how the BP is configured, and based on that, we'll test these courses. All the 3 courses that we've made will go only when employee enrolls into the course. So there is a BP called Enroll Content, okay, which actually manages the process actually. So this is configured with approval. I'm actually removing this so that we can test how this works without any kind of conditions or steps. I'm removing the step. We don't have any step now. Okay. So since this is enrolled, the moment I actually click on this, it should submit without any kind of approval. Okay. Now it got submitted without any approval because there is no approval or there is no step that we have configured. It has got submitted. Now what I'll do is I'll add an approval step to this one. I'll add an approval, but I'll not write any condition. We'll see how that works. Step B, approval. Who has to approve? Manager has to approve. Okay. I'll go manage a security group. Manager. There is no right manager configured. Okay, let me go to the business process and see. Right manager security group. I'll add. We have some managers, but those are not actual the security groups. If it is not right security, we will see some business process errors. Okay, there is a reason why I'm trying to go to the business process policy and see if I can add the right security group in approval step. Here is an approval. We'll try to pick right manager. The reason why you're seeing multiple is people have created multiple roles actually. That is the reason why you're seeing. Okay. There will be a delivered security group manager. I'm trying to pick that one. Copy of. See if you can see, they have created manager and assigned HR administrator role, which is not the right one actually. I'm trying to pick the right one. Sure. Sign up. Yeah, you can see here. This is a role-based security group for which manager role is assigned. This would be the right one. So I'm taking this one, so that it will be directly going to manager actually. Once we make any security changes to business process policy, we need to activate that security. Okay. Probably we'll be learning all this in our security concept. For now, I'm just activating. Now we should be able to pick that manager which we have added. This is the one that we've added. I'm selecting this one. Okay, so if you wanted to have any group here, you first need to add in business process policy, then it should come here. Now we've added manager and approval. Okay. Let's click on this. Okay, so what should happen? The moment employee enrolls into the course, it should go for an approval. Okay, so we'll do one proxy. Because we'll try to pick an employee who has manager. Okay, so I'm going with Josh. Josh manager is Steve. Okay, Steve should be getting an approval. I'm proxying as her. So trying to enroll into the course. What is the course that we need to try now? Approval. Okay. It should go for an approval. If it is not going, probably issue with the security, but generally it should go. Sorry, I should not search in search bar. I should search in browse learning. Here I need to search. So this should go for an approval. The moment I try to enroll, it should go for an approval. Okay. Okay. Steve has got an approval. Okay. Now once Steve approves, employee will be able to take this course. Because we have added an approval step, it is going for an approval. Now, what is our third scenario? Not every approval should go for manager. Only when course is associated with cost, it has to go. Okay. Now what we'll try to do, we'll try to add condition to the business process. Same condition is there. Go to related actions. Oh, I think Joyce, since we proxied as Joyce does not have access to add condition. So I need to proxy out from her. Stop proxy. Now you can add condition to this one. You can see create condition rule and maintain sub conditions. Okay. Create condition rule. BP. I'll just name this BP approval step test. Cost is, oh sorry, one course is chargeable. Yeah. Course cost greater than, okay. When course cost greater than 0, I can give. So when course cost is greater than 0 means it might be $1, $2, $3, anything it can be. Okay. I'm just leaving it as 0. Okay, so now we need to take this condition, add to the business process. Okay. So once we create a condition, to go to the business process, reductions, business process, maintain step conditions. Whatever condition that we've created, it should go for now. Okay. So now we've added a condition to the business process. Now, not all the approvals should go for manager. Only when course is cost associated should go for an approval. So what we can do is we'll just try to enroll for non-cost associated course and see whether it go for an approval. Then we'll try to test for the cost course that we've created so that we'll be clear which course is going for an approval. Okay. Since we have tested as Joyce, probably let me try to test as this guy only. I don't know whether this guy has manager or not. Let me see. Generally, it's not trigger for manager. Okay, I don't see any manager. Let me take proper employee. Choice enrollment. See whether this lady has manager or not. No, not a picture. For this employee only, what we'll do is we'll try to cancel her enrollment and see. Since it has gone for Steve, right? What I'll do is um, this this employees manager. I'll cancel this from Steve so that we can do again one enrollment to see whether it is going for an approval. Yeah. Obviously, the first testing that we have done for an approval, it has gone for Steve, right? Steve will cancel this one so that she'll again do enrollment so that we'll see whether it should go for an approval or not. So this has gone. What Steve can do is Steve can cancel this one. I'll just if Steve has not approved, she can again do this enrollment again. So when she does this enrollment, what should happen now? Should not go for an approval because we've changed the business process step now. We've added a condition. Only the cost associate course should go for an approval. No other courses should not go for an approval. Okay, we'll try to test as Joyce again. Boxing is her. So what is that? This one is the one that we have actually denied, right? We'll try to enroll into the course now. So the moment I click on this course, what should happen now? What should happen now when I click on this enroll? Should it go for an approval or not? Should this submission should go for an approval or not based on the business process configuration that we have done? What should happen now? Just just think what we have done, what we've discussed. Okay. I'll just be in a minute back. Tell me what should happen now. Now this course is created for an approval. Okay, what we have done in the business process, we made a configuration that only the cost associate course should go for an approval. When employees tries to enroll to the course that is charging, that is actually costing for an organization, then it should go for manager and approval. Now, the one that I'm actually enrolling now should go for an approval or not. Are you following or not? Tell me. What should happen now? Just trying to understand whether you are understanding this or not.
In this case, if it is cost related, it should go for approval.
Now this course is cost or not? This course is not cost.
Cost. So it shouldn't go for approval.
This course is not associated with any cost. Okay, because the course that we have associated with the cost is this one. Okay. Now this one does not have cost. Should it go for an approval or not?
It shouldn't go.
It should not go. Let's
No.
see. Though there is an approval, it should not go for an approval. Okay. Because there is a condition. Did it go for an approval? Did it go for approval or just submitted?
Just submitted.
Submitted.
It has not gone for an approval.
Yes.
We've added an approval step to the business process, but still it has not gone. Why it has not gone?
Since the condition was given like if it is associated with cost, only it should go.
Yep. Since we have written a condition that it should check the cost, then go for an approval. Okay, so that's the reason why it has not gone. Now what we'll do? We'll do third testing, third course that we have created for costing. We'll see whether that goes for an approval or not. Okay. Now this is associated with cost. What should happen now?
After submission, it should go for approval.
For
Manager.
manager approval.
Cost based on the condition, it should go for an approval. Let's see if it goes or not. Ready to go? It has gone for
Yes,
Steve
yes,
approval.
Manager.
Okay. So now we'll proxy as this guy and approve this one. Now again proxy as Joyce and see whether she can take this or not. You can also try the course name from the search bar also. You'll be getting all the relevant courses. If Joyce does not have access, she'll be not getting courses. Yeah. Course. What is the course that we have tried? This one. Now, since manager has approved, she should actually start the course now. Okay. Since manager approved, she can start this course and take based on the link that we have given, based on the content that we have given, she should be able to take this course. Okay. So that's how generally in Workday Learning, courses will be enrolled, and most of the scenarios when the cost is attached. Okay. Let's say you wanted to actually learn Six Sigma. Okay. Six Sigma will be generally chargeable. Okay, so which will be pointing to external site. Okay, they'll be giving you the external site, external Six Sigma URL. When you click on that URL, you should be able to take that Six Sigma training. Okay, but before you go to the training, there should be an approval. Okay, because since there is getting charged, your manager should approve that course. So once the manager approves, you should be able to start this course. That's how generally typical business requirements will be. Okay, so in most of the scenarios, you will be adding conditions and making your business process step as condition and add to the maintain step conditions, which will actually look for the condition and then executes as how you wanted to have, whether it is an approval or conditional approval, it will go based on that. Is it clear now? How to add conditions, how to make your business process to execute with conditions? Are you guys are clear now?
Yes.
Yes, Amit.
Now, similarly, you can create your own kind of, when you are practicing this, you can do practice this one. This is an important. Okay. So whatever we have done, though creating course, adding step and all I was getting into multiple screen, but this is a kind of use case which is very important. You can actually explain this when you're trying to talk something on business process. Now we have seen all the steps that I've done, right? Creating courses, make course cost effective, and go to the business process, add that as an approval. And we have tested one without any cost. It has gone for an approval. And then we've added condition, and we have one more time tested as an general enrollment. It has not gone for an approval. And then we have tested with cost. It has gone for an approval. You can actually explain this when you're talking about business process. When someone asks you what kind of business process configuration that you have done. Okay, this is a perfect business use case that you can take as an example, but there are multiple. Okay, but this is a kind of scenario which gives a clear example. Okay, mostly used use case in Workday learning. Similarly, you can add conditions to any other business process like this. Let's say when you're hiring business process, hire business process is not working in this tenant. That's the reason why I was not able to show you. Okay, hire business process is an important. It was not working. When add business process step, it is actually throwing some tenant error. So that's the reason why I was not able to. I didn't actually show, but my thought was to show hire business process. But in general scenario, to give you multiple examples of conditional business process, let's say if you're hiring an employee. Okay, if you're hiring an employee, there will be a kind of one-time payment, might be sign-on bonus. Okay, so sign-on bonus step, when the step where we've added the sign-on business process step comes, it should check for full-time employee. When contractor, it should not execute that step. Only when the employee is full-time, then only the sign-on bonus or one-time payment or anything that can be applicable for an employee. Such kind of conditions you can add to the hire business process. And similarly, when you're creating a position, okay, create position is nothing but a business process, right? When you're creating a position, okay, and that business the create position should go for an approval only when the position sits in this organization. Let's say CEO's organization is there. Okay, company CEO's supervisor organization. When you're hiring an employee under that supervisor organization, it should go for an approval. Okay, so when you're creating a position under CEO's organization, it should go for an approval. Okay, so you can write a condition there when you're creating a position. Similarly, as how we have written approval condition, right? Similarly, you can go to the approval condition step and mention supervisory organization is CEO's organization name. Okay, so that when position is getting created under CEO's organization, an approval step will be triggered to the manager. Such kind of conditions you can actually add. Okay, so there are lots of cases that you can actually reference and add it to the business process and make it to work conditionally. Okay. Now tell me, did you get familiar with the business process step, adding steps, adding an approval, adding conditions to the business process step? Did you get fine understanding?
Yes.
So business process is an important concept. Okay. So whatever we have done, just gets complete hands-on on that one. Okay. Specifically, the one that we have done today, which will give you, rather than business process, it will give more understanding on the concept. Okay, how it works, how the purpose of the condition that we have added, and how it executes and all. It will give clear use case of general scenarios that we'll be seeing in Workday learning. So compensation probably you would be knowing. Okay, generally when we are getting hired in any position with any organization, the typical part, once that is done, our joining or our hiring date will be triggered. Okay, based on that, our offer letter will be generated. That kind of area where we'll be getting most of the discussion when we are getting hired or when we are actually shortlisted for an interview is the compensation part. Okay, so kind of package that you'll be getting when you're getting a package, what kind of plans are given under the package. Okay, are there any alliance plans? Are there any merit plans, bonus plans? Are there? You'll be given with the plans under your compensation is this one. Apart from compensation, your bonus is this one, or outside of bonus, outside of compensation, allowance plan is this much, which you'll be getting as kind of internet allowance or mobile reimbursement allowance or fuel allowance, such kind of things you'll be getting, right? The same, we have a module called Workday compensation, where we'll be creating all this kind of components in Workday. Okay, as a kind of compensation team or as a kind of Workday functional analyst, you'll be getting a chance to create compensation packages, compensation grades, compensation grade profiles, compensation plans, all these things you'll be getting a chance to create. Okay, so you'll be creating a compensation grade for a specific position. Okay, if Workday developer is a position, okay, for that position, what is a compensation range has to be, you'll be defining, and then recruiter will take that position and will be offering a compensation between the range that you have configured. Okay, so we'll be before you know something about compensation, there are few terms, okay, that you need to remember, which we frequently talk when we are discussing about compensation. One is compensation grade. Compensation grade is nothing but which defines pay range for the position. Okay, which defines pay range for the position that you are hiring. And there is one more term called compensation grade profile. Don't get confused between these two. Compensation grade, which talks about pay range of the position that you are hiring. Compensation grade profile also does the same, but only the thing that it will check is multiple countries. If one position, if multiple positions, okay, let's say Workday developer position is there, and the same position is open in multiple countries. Okay, in India we have Workday developer, in Australia we have Workday developer, in US we have Workday developer, in Mexico we have Workday developer, in Singapore we have Workday developer. Each location we have the same Workday developer position opening, but compensation has to be different for each location, right? It will not be definitely same, right? For Singapore it will be different, for US it will be different, for India it would be different, for Mexico it would be different. Each, though the position is same, but based on the country, compensation will definitely be different, right? So compensation grade profile talks about localization of the compensation that you are offering for the position. Okay, when I say localization, it's nothing but specific country. Okay, so when you're actually configuring grade profile, you will be configuring pay range for multiple countries. Okay, so grade and grade profile are substitutes, but compensation grade defines pay range only for one currency. Okay, but compensation grade profile define pay range for multiple currencies. Okay, when I say multiple currencies, why multiple currencies are coming? Because the position is opened in multiple countries. That is the reason why the pay has to be in that local currency, right? That's where compensation grade profile comes. Pay range for multiple countries, multiple country positions. Okay. Understand compensation grade and compensation grade profile? Understood the difference? Any confusion? Compensation plan. There will be multiple plans in Workday. Not only in Workday, generally also there will be multiple compensation plan. Okay, there will be alliance plan, there will be salary plan, merit plan, bonus plan, stock plan. Okay, stock plan is nothing but where stock will be granted as part of compensation to an employee. Alliance plan, there are multiple alliance, food allowance, fuel allowance, internet alliance, lot of alliances are there. Okay. And merit plan, generally merit plan is nothing but when you get merit, the plan will be calculated. Okay. And bonus plan, okay, there are multiple bonus. Okay, COVID bonus, stock bonus, hot stop bonus. Okay, for any kind of infrastructure that company wanted to give as a kind of bonus, for which you can actually get that infrastructure. Or COVID bonus during COVID, most of the organization has given COVID bonus. Okay, and the performance bonus, based on your performance, your bonus will be provided. And retention bonus, when employee is getting terminated, to retain that employee, some bonus amount will be paying. Retention bonus, joining bonus, sign-on bonus. There are multiple bonuses out there. Okay, so we have bonus plan, salary plan, hourly plan. For hourly employees will be paying hourly plan, merit plan, stock plan. Okay, there are multiple plans, but I've just listed most frequently used. But there are multiple plans based on our organization requirement. We create many plans that we wanted to have, but these are mostly that we'll be seeing in our compensation packages and all. Okay, and compensation package. Combination of all this makes compensation package. Okay, the pay range and the bonus that you are giving makes compensation package. Okay, compensation package groups grades and plans together to make compensation package. Okay. And there is one more term called eligibility rule. Compensation eligibility rule. Okay, which actually defines rules. Okay, that if you are creating a alliance plan, okay, let's say fuel allowance. Okay, not every employee is eligible for fuel allowance. Only manager level positions are applicable for fuel allowance. So what you'll write? You'll define a condition. Okay, you'll define a condition which is nothing but eligibility rule. You'll define eligibility rule that only managers are eligible for alliance plan. When you're creating alliance plan, you will define eligibility rule there. Only managers are eligible for this plan, kind of eligibility rule that you are defining. So eligibility rule is nothing but which defines or which makes employee to become eligible for that plan, for that grade, or for that package. Okay, anything. In any of this scenario, you can actually add an eligibility rule. Here, anyways, you are adding eligibility rule, right? When pay range is when employee is from US, this pay range should be applicable. When employee is from Philippines, this pay range should be applicable. When employee is from India, this pay range should be applicable. Anyways, you are writing eligibility rules here. So eligibility rules can be added in any of the compensation components. Okay. It can be added income package, it can be added at plan level, it can be added at grade level also. So eligibility rule is nothing but which defines eligibility for the compensation components. Okay. The comp component. So our entire compensation will be going with this kind of terms. Okay. So you should, when I talk about eligibility rule, you should know what it does. When I talk about package, you should know what it actually includes with. When I talk about plan, when I talk about grade, you must see these things. You must get related to these kind of terms. Okay.